Welcome everyone, and today I'm going to be breaking down and sharing my predictions for LCS and LEC Week 8. So both of these leagues are doing their Super Week this week, and for many teams it means like playoffs on the line, right? So on this Excel sheet, I've written down all the teams, their win streak, their loss streak, and then their games, right? So let's just get into it. I don't want to waste your guys' time. So TL versus Dignitas. We all know that TL as a super team has been, let's say, underperforming, except their game against EG where they really looked very good. But other than that, the super team standard that's set for them, they haven't been able to reach that level of play in most of their games. But I do feel like from that EG win, they have momentum, and Dignitas, they've pretty much already given up. Let's be honest. Like they sold their best player, River. So I'm gonna go with Team Liquid here. Okay, next one, EG versus Golden Guardians. Now, I think that Golden Guardians will make playoffs, but I don't think they'll win EG. Especially after that loss, EG is. I don't think they're gonna lose two in a row. So that's pretty easy for me to write EG for here. And I'm not sponsoring or advertising any betting websites, but I'm just gonna be using this one to show how I would place the bets. So I think that FlyQuest is versus 100 Thieves. Now 100 Thieves are on a big win streak. So they have a lot of momentum. Even though FlyQuest, like Jose Diodo and Tuki, they both look very, very good. And Jose Diodo, I think, is going to play for Team Heretics next year. But I feel like 100 Thieves will take this one. So right now, I am saying this is a pretty solid parlay. Like from these three, you get 1.9. That's basically 2.0 return. I'd say the only risky one is 100 Thieves. But I do feel like right now they've been looking pretty on point, so I do think that 100 Thieves will take this one. TSM versus COG. Now, this is where the fun kind of starts for my bet. I think that with the odds that TSM have, it's pretty good to place some money on TSM, right? Like, so right now on top lane they have a veteran. They just got veteran player solo, and Maple has always been like a rock for the team. I feel like, and Spica is the rock as well. It's just been changing their top and bot, and I think that they do have a chance versus CLG. Even though CLG does have a 5-game win streak, I feel like TSM can take this one. And I'm not just looking like, obviously, like if there were even odds or like CLG was even like above 1.5 odds, I would take CLG. But this like 2.95 is looking very, very nice to me. So I do think that we should put some money on TSM. Momotos versus C9. I think this one's a little more straightforward. Like C9 would take it. But I do feel like at this point, the best option is to put Team Liquid, Evil Geniuses, and C9 winning 1.77. Because FlyQuest, you never know, man. Like FlyQuest, and it's LCS. Like FlyQuest could definitely beat 100 Thieves, right? That one's pretty risky. I'd say like having as like a parlay because that could really mess up the parlay. But I feel like this one is definitely more safe, putting Team Liquid, Evil Genius, and Cloud9. Okay, so that wraps up Friday. Saturday, pretty straightforward. Team Liquid versus Golden Guardians. I feel like Team Liquid will take this one pretty easily. COG versus 100 Thieves. Now this one is interesting. Now let's go. Let's see the odds here. So COG has a 2.55 odds. Now I would go with. Okay, wait. Let's change this. So I'll go with COG, but TSM Money on TSM. Or let's just do this. TSM. Because their odds is just very, very good. I would say like just put some small money and maybe like they can win because I feel like TSM is definitely the strongest underdog for Friday. Obviously it could be risky, so maybe you just don't put any money. But I do feel like Team Liquid, Evil Genius, and C9, that parlay is very, very good. Okay, so Team Liquid versus Golden Guardians. I feel like Team Liquid will win that one. COG versus 100 Thieves. Man, Golden Guardians schedule is pretty hard. Friday, Saturday, holy. And then COG versus 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves will take it, but I feel like if you want like throw $10-15 on COG, for sure. Their odds is looking very attractive. And TSM versus C9, I'll just say C9. I don't think that Instinct can outperform Berserker. And yeah, especially you have Jensen in the mid lane as well. I feel like C9 would. I have a feeling that C9 will bounce back this week. Maybe get a 3-0 week. I'm not sure if they can beat Evil Geniuses. Okay, moving on. Immortals versus FlyQuest. Now, I'm gonna go with FlyQuest easily here. Now, this is very good. Saturday is a very good day. If you just put Team Liquid and FlyQuest together, that's 1.83. I would just do that personally. I wouldn't take any other risks. And it's like you can put Evil Geniuses and make it 2.05, but I feel like why risk like who actually hitting or not or something. No, but I think these two are good, like very solid. FlyQuest is looking pretty good as a parlay here. It's very juicy parlay. Yeah. So EG versus Dig. Okay, EG. And okay. And C9 versus TSM. The odds are actually looking really good, but I think C9 will take that one. Immortals versus, for Sunday, the last day, we have Immortals versus CLG. Now, Immortals need this dub in order to be able to qualify for playoffs. Because, okay, so here, I feel like Golden Guardians will win this one easily. Team Liquid, wow, there's some interesting matches up there. Ooh, and TSM isn't even that big of an underdog. So I think that CLG will win this one, right? So these are my predictions, but I feel like we there's no point putting in some money on CLG, so I'd say just I would just put a little money on Immortals because it's their do or die game. Like they're gonna be sweating their balls off for this game, right? EG versus Cloud9. Now, what's interesting here is the odds is so in favor of EG, but Cloud9 they could really win this one, right? So I'll take EG as well for this one, but I'd say put some money on because definitely Cloud9 could win. So right now I already give you guys some pretty good parlays, and some suggestions on which teams to put a little money on. Team Liquid versus 100 Thieves. I'm gonna be bold for this one. I'm gonna go with Team Liquid. I'm gonna believe, even though 100 Thieves have been together, I think they're the longest LCS team that has been together. The same 5, I believe so. Yeah, but I feel like Team Liquid will win that one, and it could be interesting because C9 could. I have Team Liquid going 3-0, right? And that will be 13-5. Evil Geniuses will win 14, and 4 potentially if C9 wins. And 100 Thieves could also go 14-4. So there could be a tiebreaker, but I think 100 Thieves actually, even though I think they're tied for head to head, so yeah, it would be interesting. But moving on, TSM versus FlyQuest. I feel like TSM. No. TSM with one of these. Wait, wow. Okay. So we could potentially have like a three-way tie here. That's interesting. The playoffs is actually going insane because it's top 8 teams that qualify, not top 6 like most leagues, except for LPL, which is they're just too cracked, right? Um, you have 17 teams, but I would say FlyQuest for this one. Yeah, and that concludes my LCS week 8. Let me just see. Honestly though, okay. So I think this parlay might also be good. Putting just a little solo money on Immortals, but putting big money on COG and taking the toss together. Like for example, if you put like 30 on this, that's 66, and then you just put 10 on this, and if like COG somehow fuck up, then you still get some money back, but or you just don't do the parlay, and then you just go like just $10 on the Immortals and getting like $22 profit, which is still pretty good. Because I feel like Immortals will take this game, like they'll take this whole week very seriously, right? Because they're like super close to making playoffs. And the roster, they aren't that weak because I feel like Power of Evil is pretty good, and you have Ignore as the support now and Lost. Definitely not one of the worst ADCs, right? So yeah. And that concludes my LCS week 8 betting predictions, and moving on to LEC, probably do a separate video for that. So hope you guys liked the video, and if these hits, I'm pretty sure they'll hit, like most of them. Especially the Friday Saturday parlay, I'm pretty confident in that. So yeah, good luck to you guys, good luck to me. I'll catch you guys in the next video.